Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Life Happens with Alayo. Today, I'll be sharing with you the story of Mr. David. Mr. David received a message on his phone, and that message kept him in a transfixed position for a very long time. He couldn't get himself, he couldn't get his bearing. He was just staring at the picture on his phone. He couldn't believe what had happened. If you are a new viewer, I'm welcoming you to my channel, Life Happens with Alayo. This is a channel where we talk about our life experiences, how life have dealt us series of heavy blows, and how we were able to scale through. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your engagement and your likes and comments on my channel. I really appreciate it. So, what kept Mr. David in that transfixed position? Mr. David got a Facebook request on his social media from a long time childhood friend whom he has lost contact with. His friend messaged him on Facebook, hi, hi, and they started chatting together. He asked how he's doing, how his family are, and every other thing. They exchanged pleasantries and at the same time phone numbers. His friend told him he's in UK and he wants to get married the following month. That he's even glad that he was able to see Mr. David on the phone. At least he would have someone aside from his family over there as a friend that would help him with his wedding arrangements. Mr. David was also very glad to assist his friend, Mr. Afis, for his wedding plans. So they got talking, they were making several arrangements day in, day out. Mr. David was helping him with several and little errands that he would send him. One day, Mr. David just asked him that, oh, how is the preparation for the wedding? When are you coming home? And how far have you gotten? He told him he's working on it. He's working on a permission from work so as to come home to get married to the love of his life. He told Mr. David how much he loved Aisha that he's getting married to. She's the woman of his dream. She's everything he had ever hoped for. Mr. David was very happy for his friend that, oh, that's it. When you meet the right woman, you will be happy, you will be excited, she will be everything and more to you. Then Mr. David asked his friend to send a picture of his to be bride. Then Mr. Hafiz sent the picture, and that was what got Mr. David in a transfixed position. How would he explain to Mr. Hafiz that his Aisha is his own wife, the mother of his two kids at home? He was pondering on this matter. He kept wondering where he had missed it, how he got it wrong. He didn't even have the slightest idea. That he was wondering that, okay, what could have gone wrong for her to have gone ahead to make plans? And Mr. Hafiz told Mr. David that his family had already gone for introduction at a family's house and all that. So he kept wondering that where was he when all this stuff was actually going on? Mr. David waited for his beloved wife to come home. When she came home, he was like, Aisha, I want to ask you a question and I want you to give me sincere answers. I don't want any hanky panky. Just go straight to the point. Then she was like, my baby, what is wrong? Mr. David asked her, do you love me? Said, of course, I love you. You mean the world to me. You are my kids. You're my world. Okay, you love us. We are your world. We are everything that you ever wished for, right? She said, yes, you guys are everything and more to me. Okay, aye, why are you getting married? She said, what do you mean how many times I want to get married? I've gotten married to you already. So what do you mean by why am I getting married? She says, babe, why are you getting married to someone else? I'm not getting married to anybody. What is this? Are you trying to prank me or you are trying to play a game with me and all that? Because I don't really understand what you're saying to me presently. You don't understand what I'm saying to you. Okay, who is this? She couldn't say a thing. She was like, I'm sorry, it is not what you think. It is not even the way you're thinking about it. Okay, this is what happened. I met this man, and he's in the UK. He proposed getting married, and I was just playing a game. I was playing along with him. I did not even mean it to escalate to this level that it escalated to. Mr. David looked at his wife and he smiled. You think I'm a fool, right? You're taking me for granted. You think I am dumb, right? That's what you're saying. Somebody that is coming home to pay your bride price, someone that is coming home to get married to you legally. He says you guys are going to the registry, yes or no? She was like, I'm sorry. What happened is that I intended to do all this so I will travel out of the country and in the process bring you and my children to the UK. Mr. David was like, if you were not caught, if this did not happen, if I didn't reestablish contact with my friend, would you have told me about all this you intended to do? She said she would tell him when her visa is ready. She did not want to make false hope, that she intended to tell him that she wants to travel to the UK for further studies and to make their life better, and later on he will come along. Mr. David was like, what are you saying? My friend told me that you guys have met twice. I came to Nigeria. You guys have met with each other. So you cheated, you kept it a secret, and you intended to travel out of the country, leaving me in the lodge. And now you're saying all this rubbish. What would happen if I didn't find out? I would just wake up one day to realize that my wife followed another man. She started apologizing. Babe, I'm sorry. It's not like that. I don't want you to think about it that way. I want you to look at the brighter side of this thing. I intend to travel out to make our lives better. Mr. David told her to leave his home. He can't trust her anymore and he doesn't want to have anything to do with her. The next day, her parents came over to Mr. David's place. um, Mr. David, my daughter told me everything that happened. And yes, we are aware that that man intends to marry her. And she explained to us that she wanted, because we also asked her that, what about your husband and children? And she told us that once she gets to the UK, she was going to divorce that man and start a life afresh to bring you and the kids over. Mr. David looked at the mom and he was like, oh, you guys must really take me for a fool. What do you mean by my wife wants to get married to another man? That man will take her out of the country. Then she will divorce him when I should allow her. I don't understand. What are you guys saying? Can you accept this thing that you guys are telling me to do? You're telling me to be patient. I should allow my friend get married to my wife. He will sleep with my wife and she will still remain my wife. How do I want to do that? And I want you to look at it from the fact that she's going to the UK, and once she gets there, she will make you guys' lives better. She will bring you and the kids over. Mr. David was furious. He told his in-laws to please leave his house, because I can't believe you guys are saying what you guys are saying presently is irritating, and I can't believe that you still have the infantry to come to my home to preach this irritating matter to me. If you were in Mr. David's shoe, what would you have done? Would you still allow your wife be with you? She should travel with the man, divorce him when she gets to the UK, and bring you and the kids over? Or would you refuse like Mr. David? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Life Happens with Alayo. Bye.